and welcome to the Talking Sports with Manny YouTube channel. This is your first time. Please like, please subscribe, and please share. On today's video, we got to talk about this game between the Washington football team and the Cincinnati Bengals. Look, it was a pretty good game. It was a pretty good game. Washington came out with the win, but we don't care about the wins and losses when it comes to preseason. What I do want to highlight is a few different things. Number one, you know how we do it. We got to talk about the good, we got to talk about the bad, and we got to talk about the ugly of this game. Let's start with the good. Let's start with the good, man. Jared Patterson was the man of the hour. This guy had so many yards, all-purpose yards. He was returning kicks. He was running the ball. He was receiving the ball. This guy was spectacular, and I think that he's earned himself a roster spot. He's a lock now for this team. I think he played phenomenal. You can kind of see some of the things that he does. Obviously, the pass protection still needs some work. There was a time that he almost gave up a sack. So you definitely want to see more out of the pass protection role for Jared Patterson. Does he have a chance at being an RB2 on this team? Possibly. Does he have a chance of playing some third down back? Absolutely. You can move him all over. And if he's able to win that kick returning job, then guess what? He can have a major impact on the team this year. I told you guys that Jared Patterson was one of my favorite rookies on the team. And you guys are seeing some of the things that he does. Jared Patterson is unbelievable. The next guy that I have to give some props to is Antonio Gandy-Golden. He had a great game. He caught that pass for that two-point conversion. Yes, he didn't catch it cleanly, but at the same time, he caught the ball. And that's kind of all you care about. He's going to be a weapon for us in the red zone game. Like, you're going to look at guys like Cam Sims, AGG, Ricky Seals-Jones, and even Logan Thomas. Those are the four guys that I definitely see being red zone targets. So shout out to AGG, man. We're starting to see him do some pretty good things. And I think that after tonight, if all the assessment ended tonight, then guess what? Antonio Gandy-Golden is definitely on the roster. So I got to give him props. You got to give credit to whom credit is due. And Antonio Gandy-Golden has been balling out thus far in preseason. Everybody wanted to talk trash last year, saying they didn't see him do anything. But we've seen mini camps, we've seen OTAs, we've seen training camp, and all these different things, and it's all helping to mold a guy like Antonio Gandy-Golden. So all this is great for Antonio Gandy-Golden. So you got to love it. You got to love it. So next guy I want to give some props to is you can even say McTire. I have never heard of this kid until yesterday when I did my my podcast for the Back Row Racing show. So McTire, man, look, this kid looked great. He matched up against Jamar Chase a lot, and he held Jamar Chase to no catches. At least I didn't see Jamar Chase make a catch. If he did, it wasn't on McTire. McTire stepped up because obviously this game we didn't have William Jackson III. We didn't have Kendall Fuller. So when you're missing your two top corners, I'm not going to lie, I was a bit nervous. I was like, what is this secondary going to look like? McTire played excellent. He played excellent. He showed some size. He showed some tenacity. He was tough. He was tough, and he was not afraid of the moment. I think he's now a lock to make this team. Another guy who played well was Benjamin St-Juste. So the two guys on the outside with McTire and Benjamin St-Juste, they both played well. I would have loved to see more out of Jamin Davis, but he definitely improved from last week to this week. So I definitely love that he improved. There were times when he could have hit the holes a little better and wrapped up a little better, or brought more of an impact on his tackles. But those are things that he's going to learn. Overall, Jamin Davis was solid. The defensive line was exceptional. Look, matter of fact, all these guys on defense don't even need to play next week. I've seen all I needed to see out of the defense. Now, the offense definitely needed work. The offense was more so on the ugly side of things. Several different factors. Number one, the play calling was semi-terrible. I'm not going to say it was all the way terrible because, with a new quarterback, some new players like Adam Humphries in there, the connection between Fitzpatrick and Humphries was terrible. There was a time when Fitz led Humphries inside and and Humphreys went outside, and that was almost an interception. Those are some of the things that we don't want to see. That was a bit scary. So I'm just glad that we were able to make some adjustments as the game went on. But it was seemed like the second quarter, we saw more of a rhythm on offense. But I wanted to see that first team offense connect on a touchdown. But the good thing out of Fitzpatrick this game, or the offense this game was, or even the play calling was, there was a time when we were at the 30-yard line or so, and Fitzpatrick threw that ball into the end zone for Terry McLaurin. And those are some of the plays that we haven't seen in the last 5 years. I mean, probably to the time of Kirk Cousins. So we now have a quarterback that can get the ball deep. He can get the ball deep. Fitz assesses the field and makes a play. So that's one of the things that I do like about Fitz. Even though that the offense wasn't really clicking, offensive line need to tighten up and gel a little bit better, just to create some chemistry. You got to know who you're doubling off of, and you got to know who's one-on-one. Those are some of the things that the offensive line can work on and build chemistry and cohesion as the season goes on. So I'm not too worried about the offensive line. I think that they're serviceable, but definitely in the run game, the offensive line did step up. Antonio Gibson played well, but the bad or the ugly for Antonio Gibson this game was he had an opportunity to get that tough yard. It was 4th and 1 or 4th and a few inches or whatever the case may be, and Antonio Gibson hit the hole, but he didn't hit the hole with enough leverage. He wasn't tough. He wasn't able to get that easy yard. And we roast Peyton Barber a lot, but Peyton Barber gets those yards. He gets those plays more times than not. So those are some of the things that I want to see in a Antonio Gibson do. I want to see him improve in that area, and also want to see him improve in the area of where he's pass protected. Those are some of the things that are going to get him on the field even more. But Patterson just played so well that we got some roster decisions to make. Are we keeping 4 running backs? Are we keeping 3 or 4 tight ends? Are we keeping 4? I mean, are we keeping 5 corners, 5 safeties? Maybe McCain being the guy that plays a little bit of both. So we do have position flex. So there's going to be some positions where we have less people. Most times you keep six corners. Most times you keep 6 wide receivers and 4 safeties. Those are usually the norm. You keep 9 to 10 offensive linemen and defensive linemen and things of that nature. You keep 25 on offense, you keep 25 on defense, and of course the 3 main special teamers to complete the 53. So it's going to be interesting. Definitely some guys play their way to a roster spot, and some guys play their way not to a roster spot. For example, another ugly of the game was Steven Sims Jr. There was a pass that came to him, and we needed that catch to keep the chains going, to get that first down and things of that nature. And he made a good effort, but he didn't catch the ball. And I tweeted that when he dropped that pass, that was pretty much him dropping his career with the Redskins. Just dropping it, down to the floor, or dropping it to the field. I wouldn't say that he didn't care. He did try. He did make an effort, but that particular play could be a difference between him making a team and not making a team. And had a great discussion on the Warpath live stream. We were talking about decisions, like what can be made. He likes Dax Mills. Dax Mills can possibly make the team. DeAndre Carter might be expendable, but I love DeAndre Carter. I'm hoping he makes a team. But if Jared Patterson is out here returning kickoffs, and you have Danny Johnson doing some of that, and maybe they figure out something on the punt return side, and Dax Mills is still in on this. He has to show us that he can be the best punt returner on the team. So, but I do like DeAndre Carter. I think that DeAndre Carter is a semi-lock to make this team. But I'm so glad that I'm not the one making these decisions. I'm just glad that I'm a fan. I watch the games. I talk about the games. I assess the games. So just wanted to get on here and give you guys my thoughts about the game, give you guys my goods, my bads, and my uglies of this game. Shout out to Dustin Hopkins. He did make his field goals. He was 3 for 3. Major improvement. So all these different things, it all now leads to one more game left next Saturday, the dress rehearsal. That's going to be an exciting game. That's going to be pretty much what to expect week 1 versus the Chargers. So I'm going to be coming back, giving a preview, giving a post-game show about that game. And we're going to talk about the rosters. We're going to talk about who made it, who didn't make it. There've been some cuts already, guys like Greg Stroman and Kelvin Harmon, some of the guys that the team and the fans have rallied around and have loved. Some of those guys are starting to get cut and starting to be removed. So it's going to be an exciting preseason. It's already an exciting preseason, but that next game is going to give us a lot of clarity. We're going to see probably Fitzpatrick and Antonio Gibson for an entire half. This is the dress rehearsal. This is a very important preseason game, and jobs are on the line, careers are on the line, and opportunity is right there. You just got to maximize your opportunity. So, guys, this is my time. This is your guy, Manny. This is the Talking Sports with Manny YouTube channel. I do drop a lot of Washington football content as long as other sports in general. So you guys, please like, please subscribe, please share, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Y'all be blessed. I'm out.